It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Tempel Brygghus and it's a bottle of their Perdition Sour Raspberry Stout coming in at 8.3% ABV. There's a look at the label. Thank you very much to Tempel Brygghus for sending me the beer. There's a look at the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I don't think in the 8 years I've been reviewing beer on YouTube, over 4,100 beers, that I've ever had a sour raspberry stout. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at the smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. It's got a one finger tan coloured head. Look at the colour. It's jet black. A little bit of light bleeding through the bottom of the glass. Let me turn the glass up before you can see. Not had. I can see the colour myself. I just had it. I suppose, see the bottom of the glass? It's a really deep mahogany coloured beer. It's not completely jet black. Good carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, massive sourness coming through. This smells completely crazy. It's a little bit kind of farmhousey, but with chocolate, coffee, caramel, roasted malt flavours coming through at the same time. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Ah! Ha ha ha! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What a fascinating, exciting, very different beer. I'm going to start from the back and reel back until I get back to the start in terms of flavour. There's a touch of raspberry at the back, right at the back. Sharp, slightly sour, raspberry, sharp, fruit flavour. And that gives the beer an incredible spin. It's just, the amount of flavour in this beer is incredible. It's also very, very drinkable. It's incredibly drinkable for an 8.3% ABV stout. When you think of stout, I, and probably you, always or probably think really good mouthfeel, chocolate, coffee, caramel flavours. The roasted malt dominates the flavours of the beer. Not in this case. Not in this case at all. Flip it on your head. Let's talk about something completely different than big, thick, fat, stout flavours. Let's talk sour. And it's blindingly sour. Really is a sour. Lovely, prickly, spiky, sour, sharp flavour that I love. I love a sour beer. Normally they're very light. You get light sour beers with I don't know. They're normally kind of like light wheat beers with they're completely sour, and they may add some gooseberry to it. I've had some orange, I've had some lemon, I've had all sorts of lime sour beers, and they're incredible. I think this is one of the first times I've had a completely sour stout with raspberry as well. The raspberry, you can see the raspberry in the colour of the head. I think it's bottle conditioned also. You can see a little bit of a yeast cake in the bottom of the bottle. You'll be able to see as the rest of the beer pours out. See, the liquid is quite there. It's quite yeasty. Hence the bottle conditionedness of the beer. Bottle conditionedness. Is that even a relevant word in the brewing industry? Who cares? Who cares? I'm enjoying this beer. Bonkers sour. Actually, that little bit of flavour in the bottom of the bottle was a lot more raspberry. There was a lot more raspberry down there in that little bitty kind of yeast cake at the bottom of the bottle. Really is more of a raspberry flavour now coming through. Sour, raspberry, chocolate, coffee, caramel stout. Quite light, quite refreshing. It's got the mouthfeel of a dry Irish stout. Nicely carbonated. Wonderful, wonderful beer. Pardon me. Let's rate it. Tempel Brygghus Perdition. So these guys, they do specialise in sour beers. So, I mean, if you're looking for the regular stout, a regular porter, a regular IPA, you'd be hard pressed to find it from this brewery. It's a sour beer brewery from Sweden. I like it. I still haven't worn their vest. They sent me a vest. It's like a tight fitting vest, and I'm thinking, I got a couple of more bottles. It's coming up towards the end of January. I'm not quite brave enough yet to don the vest of Tempel Brygghus. I probably will with one of their beer reviews. But yeah, let's rate this wonderful sour raspberry stout. Prickling carbonation as you drink the beer. Then the sourness. Then the stout. Then the raspberry. Wonderful. I like this beer enough to give it a solid Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.